me ask, are you here and does your faith despite the collapse of... Yes, it takes me back. Any interest in there? All I know is that now's the time to...
I'm not prepared to let that impact my career because I ain't got long left.
Exactly. He says he's got 3 to 4 years at the top level left.
Well,
Period player, let's be real here.
oh, there's a myriad of battle arts in these lands, mementos of all the warriors. A fine tip, that's how I fell in. It grants meaning. Well,
PR or his team are PR masters, right? We are all thinking this is the worst thing for Manchester United.
I don't necessarily think that.
Right. But that's what it's being portrayed right now online, right? What I would say is, we've been saying all season, I actually think them accommodating Ronaldo may have been holding elements of that team back.
What is it?
Now,
The map indicates where the game will lead you to
very
ground.
likely that Eric Ten Hag and Ronaldo have had a few conversations already. But very unlikely they haven't already spoken.
There's something I should
And
mention. I'm
Eric Ten Hag
thinking
has
of
gone,
leaving the... Do you
"This is the
know
way the
of the
club's
noble
going.
goal, though he was but a
This is what I
tarnished,
see the vision
living
as."
outside the... He
And
was a
frankly,
great scholar who fought, and
He might
now...
not fit the playing style
I
that we
hear
want to
he
make.
has come to the lands. I wish nothing more than to seek his instruction.
Very much Ronaldo's
May
like
the
the
golden
man. He
or...
brings the goals, of course we want
Sure, but sure, you can pay lip service to a great.
But regardless of what's happening, let's address this for what is happening. We know for a fact.
Oh,
He
hello.
wants
I've
to
not
go,
seen you
and
here
therefore
before.
he
I am
probably
Felly
already has a
Lou,
connection.
here by decree of my father. The pleasure's mine.
Probably got
As a
assurances
fellow.
that we will bring you.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met... He's in his study.
And he's also
The room
Cristiano
entrance
Ronaldo
garden.
and
If you haven't
Cristiano
already,
Ronaldo's team, so you
I
think,
advise you
even
introduce
if
it.
it's not
Father is a
100%
leader,
done,
and
he
I'm
knows
sure
he's
talking
going
to
be able
him
get out
will
of
be
the
good.
club.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the
It's
way
about time
I'm
I'll
viewing
see
it
you
from a
again,
Manchester
Rory.
United perspective, because I know
It's
there
about
are
time
many
I'll see you again,
arguments out there of how good Ronaldo has been for Man United.
He was great last season.
Ultimately, without him, they're not even top half of the league, in my opinion, last season.
Right, but also, yeah.
But bear in mind, they finished 7 points ahead of 10. The amount of points, those 18 goals, I mean, just to put it in perspective, I know he was responsible for 10 points alone in the Champions League, let alone Premier League points. So I understand that in the immediate, losing Ronaldo is without a doubt a big blow. But the point is to rest your hopes on a 37-year-old striker, even if that is Ronaldo.
Those are of a challenge at
It's a
final
plaster
well.
over an axe wound, and you're not actually evolving.
I spoke with the
your
girl. She has a
entire-
gift,
it's
so I
almost-
told her
it's-
I'm indebted to her spirit. It was
giving
all I could
Manchester
do to...
United
Oh, I'm
fans
sorry, I doubt.
delusional hopes of what should be expected at the club, because you see that name Ronaldo, but yes, he's a great finisher. Yes, he's but as a system, he's not going to help your entire system, and also you're not growing towards the future, which is what Ten Hag's been brought in to do. So it'll punish them in the immediate, but long term, letting him go despite not having a plan B right now you're getting to the point quicker, which is where the fuck are Man United going? Because with Ronaldo, you've got an old man up front. You're not building for the future right now. And as much as I know it's a blow right now, but I'm just saying it may inadvertently force Manchester United to deal with that issue that is staring them blindly in the face and stop them from burying their head in the sand. And Ronaldo will be there to score the goals. Like, you're not going to build a long-term system with someone who's 37 up front, are you?
And I get that. I think there are other issues at the club that are much bigger than that, which got them from addressing
yeah,
those
so I
things,
get,
right?
and that is a very good point, is really what they were wanting to do is, right, let's figure out this fucking defence, let's figure out this midfield, we'll keep Ronaldo for another year while we're addressing
Good to
the
see you
real
again.
big
I have you
issues,
to thank,
and then
don't
we'll
I?
sort
can
Ronaldo
happily
out.
announce
The problem
that he has
is,
taught
when I was
I'm
like,
as yet
mate, I ain't
unsure,
fucking
but
getting this.
Also,
if
not
there's
here to
any
cover up
chance
your
that a certain
fucking-
Rodrigo,
and
the
if there
spirit
was a
tune
player who was
imprinted.
available this summer who could have been a solid replacement for Ronaldo,
Name him.
Nunes,
Right.
Haaland, yeah, gone, right?
Harry Kane, staying at Spurs.
Yeah.
You didn't strike when you had your chance.
Exactly.
If you could have tempted Kane away from Spurs in that time, when there was no Conte, when there was no one else there...
Before
if you
Ronaldo
struck-
came back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
If
was
you
the time.
struck when you had that opportunity, you'd be sitting there going, with Harry Kane up front, everything's all
The
right.
problem is, though, is Manchester United, as Bukola said the other
This is
day,
Manchester United we're talking about here.
they don't spend that much money every summer anymore. As in,
Greeting,
like,
do you
they
hear
spend,
this?
look, don't get me wrong, they spend more money generally than most clubs. But it's like 150 million a summer, and the problem is that squad is so shit, it needs a lot more than that spending.
It's been serially misspent, 150 million as well.
Exactly.
And that money, whilst it might be good to say, well, you know, look at the success of, say, Bruno Fernandes or something like that, or look at a couple of other people who've shown promise, it hasn't ever blossomed into a system that works. And Eric Ten Hag's task is now to make these kind of broken bit part players that Manchester United put together into a system.
And he's also got to, like, rejuvenate some mentally shot players like Harry Maguire.
Right.
And he's now going around saying, oh, look, everyone's got a second chance with me.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I get
I
that.
think we've been watching, mate. We've been watching.
It's also not second.
I don't know. I think that they're already on their seventh.
They're on the 8th, 9th, 10th chance at this point.
Harry Maguire's got a lot of chances.
They're also, yeah, exactly.
But he's never let England down.
But they're also then losing Matic, Mata, some other experienced players who are probably very good at putting arms around people in the dressing room and chatting to people. This is a
I am
culture change.
Would you
The
like me
culture
the
change
blessings?
is
Would
one
you
way
like
the
to be
system in
held?
place for Manchester United, as he said before we came on. He said the fact that they're just basically going, let's just sign everyone who Ajax had, it shows that above Ten Hag, they're still clueless.
Did you like Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, great, we'll go get them.
Yeah.
That's not a transfer system.
You are,
Yeah.
sir.
Like, Klopp even said it himself when he was
I
at
was
Liverpool. Liverpool
known
signed Salah. and I get
After
it.
I received the warmth
At the
and
time, he was
life
like,
giving I
Salah wasn't my
lay
first choice, but
with the
Liverpool wanted
remains of
Salah.
an exalted
Klopp was a
noble.
manager who came in and
To grant him
he was told these
and
are the
not to
pieces
do
that we're
so
getting,
that before
right?
I
Now,
could-
again,
I
he's a
was
great manager, so he
awakened.
can deal with that kind of thing.
Pray,
But
despite
it meant that
all
Liverpool
so
was just going,
please,
Jurgen,
then
any
good day to you.
pointers on where we're sort of going in Europe here, and they were just going, finding people, and the same has happened with ever since. And the same is kind of true with the other top clubs in Europe, although Pep manages a lot at City, which makes it a bit different. Like, they are not doing what all the other big teams are doing. There is no cohesive vision for the long term at Manchester United. It is just marketing. They're marketing FC at this point. And the fact is, they've got no marketing with the Champions League. Without the Champions League, that's a huge financial blow. And then the other aspect is, Cristiano Ronaldo is a massive marketing tool. You put him in a shirt, you put Team Viewer across the front of it, or whatever.
He revived their image to a degree.
To a massive, and also reminded a lot of the people who are in our generation a little bit older of, if we sponsor Manchester United, we can get the guy that
Had my only once before.
The people in charge of the money and sponsorship
You have
rooms
earned the
are
now.
these kind of
are
people.
those ages.
Seek the urge
And I
to
get that.
become
And so then you
elder.
lose
Thing
Pogba
as
and
much from
Ronaldo.
you
Right.
as they.
It's a very different audience.
Put the two biggest names of the club
Huge.
in one summer, and they both walk away for very little money. They both walk away.
Pogba was released.
They both walk away not believing in the Man United's ability to recover. Now, whatever we think of them, I mean, I'm not a fan of Pogba in terms of his attitude, but his ability I believe in. Whatever we think of
that
them,
makes, right?
whatever we think of them, that's damning.
Right.
When two megastars turn around and go, I do not want to trust you with my career.
Right.
The fans have got every right to be looking at this right now, and I know some Man United fans. We watch all kinds of Man United fans online. They've got very different takes on it. Some of them can be more passionate, but if there are some out there who are still trying to remain positive, I don't blame them. But this is unavoidable. It's
demanded a heavy
It's staring you
sentence,
blindly
but
in the
even
face.
in
Two biggest names have
shackles,
just walked out the
confer
fucking door,
great
and when I say
rules
it's not,
to
no
become
thanks, goodbye.
Elden
Manchester
the
United were meant to
Fingers.
be the
Have
Yankees, the Lakers, the whoever you want to name from any other sport.
Immovable.
Immovable.
Now, let the work.
お、鍋じゃねえか。
Yeah.
The institution that the big stars go, if I want to make my name, I go there.
Just like Real Madrid are.
Exactly, yeah. They were up there with Real Madrid. And that was, I think that was one of Rory's points when on his video, right? He basically said, if you talk Manchester United, you talk Real Madrid, you talk the big institutions.
Bayern Munich. Teams that dominate for decades in their own leagues.
And what Manchester United have allowed themselves to have happen, but essentially the ownership of Manchester United, is for the club to slowly deteriorate over probably about 15, 20 years now. And Sir Alex Ferguson was just holding that tide back, right?
He was, and but people don't realise that Fergie was also helped with the fact that the level of competition back then was nowhere near as severe as it is now, and even Fergie would be struggling in this situation. As much as I rate him as the GOAT, don't get me wrong.
He's the greatest Premier League manager of all time. So where did he go?
Well, they're a Europa League club as well as they spend more Europa League than Champions League club. I'm watching Man United head towards becoming one of those clubs that are not a nothing club, because they're always going to have legacy and history.
Please, I'm hungry.
Well, like an Aston Villa. Like, I look at Villa, like, people might not even remember, but Villa have got a lot of legacy, and they're a very prestigious club. And that's the point of, you know, they're not going to get relegated, but they're not going to win the league. And I look at Man United, I mean, you guys are in danger if you keep mismanaging this season after season. You're heading out towards that. Like,
how
sixth
nice
place
of these.
has been guaranteed for Manchester United for the majority of the time since Fergie left. They've been top six a lot of the time, most of the time. This coming season, if they should lose Ronaldo and they don't build, it's not even about Ten Hag anymore. I have no idea whether or not he's going to be good enough or not for them, but it's the circumstances he's inherited that mean that even if he is good enough, 6 might not even be achievable here. And that is shocking. Like, I made the joke at the end of last season, Newcastle may finish above Man United next season, because I looked at about 9 points difference. Newcastle are going to strengthen a lot. We're not going to take the first 14 games off. Man United don't fill me with a lot of confidence. I'm like, now they're losing their top goal scorer. I'd take that bet now. You know, it might not happen, but it's a reality. It's a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, that could really happen.
And what I find quite interesting in why it's so strange that you've got Manchester United or potentially catching Manchester United in a very short space of time.
But we were battling relegation
That's
last
what I'm
season.
saying. But what came in with TIF, the TIF, right?
Yeah.
As we love calling them. I love a bit of kit. And what came in with them was organisation. What came in with them was, well, what is going on? Why is that? Let's clean that up. Let's clean that up. We've got some money. Let's put it into this and see what happens, right? And strangely, that has let them catch up with the likes of that level of club which Manchester United find themselves in so quickly, because they have planned ahead, realistically, better than Manchester United have done over the past however many months that they've
Well, literally, we're talking less than a year.
Less than a year.
I feel like we've showed more organisation than they have in the eye of assault. And this isn't about Newcastle versus Man United. What we're doing is using Newcastle as an example of a club that we're going down, that we're a mess. Steve Bruce battling with his own players, a chairman who didn't. And as soon as we got new owners, and I know Man United fans will point to that as that's the problem. It's the ownership here, and we're not disagreeing with that. It's just the fact that we're now even considering that as a possibility speaks volumes, and that's probably where Ronaldo is in his head thinking, look, if I can see this, I'm sure he can.
And that's what I find strange about this, is the whole Ronaldo exercise, in a way, kind of worked. Because at the time, I remember us all sitting around the table, saying, hey, it's a Barcelona match. I think we said that from the very beginning. It works, and it's very best against Manchester United. Then be second, and therefore challenging for the title. Really, that's the charitable way to talk about that Manchester United team, right? And then beyond that, Manchester United were really tapering.
But also, but in turn, it's actually ended up doing more damage because he's had it's actually exposed those people who brought him in.
Exactly.
For the bullshit.
And that's exactly where I was going towards with that point is, in the short term, it really would have helped Manchester United if they then had gone and got Eric Ten Hag. There are multiple signs that they weren't planning for the long run, and actually Eric Ten Hag was not the guy they were going to go for. If that was the case, they probably would have signed De Jong when they were given the opportunity to sign De Jong, right? When he was on the market. They wouldn't have to be spending almost 100 million euros to get him now.
But we're in July, and from what I
zero signings so far. There are possibilities, and we're talking about some 25-year-old kid from South America and someone else and one other guy. These guys aren't the people that we're talking about Manchester United signing at this point are not the solid centre-back, the central midfielder, one winger. Like, there are multiple positions they need to address, and none of those positions are rumoured positions that they are going to...
The